Today is the 2nd of March, or is it the 3rd already? The 2nd. Okay, I'm so bad with dates. I'm like, whatever. It's the beginning of March. Always the first Wednesday of the month. And just so you guys know, if you're new to coming to these meetings, the reason why we always have it on the first Wednesday of every month, it's for consistency for you guys. So you can plan and work around for childcare, for, you know, meetings and all this stuff. You always know that when it's going to be, so you can plan for it a month ahead of time to be here. So and then it's just easier for us to coordinate our schedules and stuff, so we know what's going on and when we have deadlines for to get all this stuff together. So Allie, thank you. Okay, I want to just go through the numbers for last month just to kind of so you guys know what production was, do some just kind of recognition. For our final number, I'm really excited to share with you guys that we had an increase of 28% in our team for Jesse's Angels, our sales, and a 21.36% in our group. And that was the highest February we've ever had in the 5 years the business is our organization has gone.
Or you went to Mary Kay.
Yeah.
You fit right in, so we didn't even see a difference.
No, don't.
Oh, how cute. She looks more like our people than those. I shouldn't have said that. They're all in their suits and stuff. Did she look like she fit right in? Oh, that's hilarious, I have to say. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So just so you guys know, obviously you guys may have not paid attention. This building is rented out by Mary Kay Consultants. It's her cousin, and so we rented this room out from them. So yeah, that's why you've got Mary Kay women all over the place in suits and stuff. So anyways, there was only 47 more consultants this year than last year. So obviously during the year, up and down, more people, you know, have joined and come and gone. But as far as in February, there was 47 more consultants. So that brought up 28% in team wholesale volume and 21% in group wholesale volume. So if you're looking at your own business on a sales standpoint for your own volume, you can see how, you know, bringing even just 1 or 2 people on a year really can make a difference in your personal business. So alrighty then, the top 10 sales for the month of February. Chris Strauss was top sales consultant, and she sold $22,6560. So she hit the monthly sales award, so she got that 5% bonus, which is awesome. And that was her goal, so she strived to do that, so she achieved that, so that's awesome. Liz Blaschko, $1886.55. Michelle Thompson, $1547.13. I shared on the page she did a fundraiser for her son's band at the school, so that's where she's a school teacher, so she just sticks with her like people at the school, but she ventured out, and so she did really well that month, so that's awesome. Myself, $1467.42. I always like to share with you guys what I'm doing, so you guys know, you know, I'm still working too. And just, you know, I had nothing planned in February. I didn't have any parties booked. I didn't have any events. I didn't have anything. All that was all follow-up. So it really, really pays to follow up with your people that have already bought from you. I got one basket party out of it, and it turned out to be about a $400 party, and the rest was all just calling people up and just seeing if they need anything and following up and, you know, telling them I'm closing a party. So, you know, that I really want you guys to understand that this product is so consumable that the longer you're in the business, you're basically accumulating a clientele. And so eventually you won't have to go out and bust your butt and have, you know, 10 parties a month and hit the streets like Tammy Shelton every day to, you know, because once you have those clients, you know, if you utilize them and you take care of them, you're going to have sales. So not that home parties should ever be deleted from your business, but you won't have to, you know, rely on them to find new people. Okay, Jeanette Kopecki, 104638. Lauren Clipped, it still says Pester, so I was about to read that.
Same thing.
Hello. Oh, hi. guys, these guys.
They're not looking for Mary Kay.
Yeah, they are not looking for Mary Kay. These are our Scentsy men.
Mind broadening our circle a little bit.
And you wanted to make it smaller.
I know. She's like, we
I
need to make this
did.
more.
Here,
You know what?
take
I'm gonna
these chairs, you're welcome.
Okay.
I'm so glad you guys.
Yay. Okay, so Lauren Clift at 10:33.95, Ashley Dodge at 10:25.45, Connie Walker. These are all Vegas people except for Connie. Wow. Way to go, Vegas people. And Henderson. Chris is from Henderson. But Connie's from Phoenix. She's at night. She did 998.82. Megan Bowman. Oh, she's from New Mexico. 845.76. And Tammy Shelton at 798. She's always in our top 10. So you need to talk to this chick if you want to ask about sales. Ask her what she does. Okay. Sponsored new business partners. I'm gonna actually welcome our new team members and then tell you who their sponsor was. The top. Let's see. Liz Blaschko sponsored 2 people last month, and Tanya Lockmeyer sponsored 2. So, okay, and who were these people? Sarah Kohlberg, sponsor was Ashley Clark. Allison Harden, sponsor was Tanya Doyle. Cynthia Walk, sponsor was Tanya Lockmeyer. Lauren Curtis, Tanya Lockmeyer was her sponsor. Alyssa Granillo, Ashley Norwood is her sponsor. Kelly Robles, Anna Coolmcrae is her sponsor. Erilyn Jones, Melissa Smith is her sponsor. Jennifer Cooley, Tammy is her sponsor. She got her first team member. Yay!
Yes.
And Monique Conrado, Jeanette is her team member, is her sponsor. Okay, just a little bit of housekeeping really fast. I send you guys emails every month with this agenda of coming here. And at the bottom, it says, please send me an information sheet about yourselves. And I have yet, and it's been about 6 months that I started sending that. I have yet to get that from any of you. So please, please, please go back to your email, click on it, print it out, and either mail it to me, fax it to me. I don't have a fax machine. Scan it in, email it back, or bring it next time you come. That would be so awesome. It's just so I can know a little bit about you guys. If you're not like around the corner from me and I can't talk to you all the time, I really want to know like what your favorite color is and you know why you joined Scentsy and all that fun stuff, just so I have an idea. So you feel like, you know, I know you, and when I call you, you know, I don't feel like I'm talking to a stranger, because that's just weird, right? It makes us feel better. Okay. So I talked about that. Reunion registration is April 4th. They have predicted it will sell out the first day. So you have that's at a full month as of the 4th, 2 days from now, to plan to get your funds together. Hopefully you've been planning all year, if you've been with us for a year, to get yourself registered. It is the best investment you can do for your business, the best. And all tax write-off. It's a trip somewhere you've never been before, but it's the best training, inspiration, everything you can think of for your business and your life. Can anybody that's been to Reunion share something why you should go? Anybody? Lauren?
Good fun.
Bueller?
Well, here,
Okay.
our very first one that we went to, because I'm probably some here that never been to one, but our very first one that we ever went to, we didn't know what to expect. And like World Tour, that was the size it was compared to what it is now.
Oh, your first reunion was
Yeah.
the size
It
of
was about
the
World Tour
Riverside
size,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we went in
Up to
there.
2,000 people.
Yeah.
That was max.
So we went in there and we met people that so warm to us. And by the time we got done, we had some wonderful workshops that I learned a lot from in there. You get to know other consultants. You get to know how to run your business. You get some ideas on different things you would never thought of. And after it was over, Mike and I came out of the building. I do this every time. We came out of the building and said, we found it.
Oh.
This is the one.
Aw.
This has got to be the one. We
This
had
is
been in a lot of different direct sales stuff. I did Amway with the suit and all that nonsense.
and I did
sold
Pampered Chef.
cookware.
You did it all.
But the feeling was there. We could sell this. We can do this, and we can go to the top.
How often, I mean, how much time after you left Reunion did you promote to director?
We joined February of '08.
Mm-hmm.
We went to, at that time it was called
Convention.
Family Reunion,
Okay.
in July
Yeah.
and November 30th of 2008.
That's
You were
awesome.
director.
We were director.
Yeah, that's much
We went on a boat trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That leadership was on a cruise, and we always wanted to go on a cruise. Now, even though we had to pay to get on that, I said, we're going.
It was a tax write-off
Yeah,
because it's a
it was a tax
business trip
write-off.
for leadership.
I said,
Yeah.
we are going. We're going to make this. And it was down to the last half hour. It was down to the last 15 minutes. I still had to get those orders in there. And I pressed that send button, and it was like, okay, we did it. And I go back and I look at it and I go, you have got to be kidding. I'm $12 short. So I just, got an order out there really quick. And I mean, I made director in less than 3-minute time before cutoff date. That's how much I wanted to go on that cruise. And so we got on that cruise, and then the next year was the incentive trip for Alaska, and he's always wanted to go to Alaska. And I said, okay, I'm gonna get us to Alaska. We're going, and we made it.
That's awesome.
So if you ever want to go places, since he can get you there, that's why. I mean, it's awesome, awesome business, awesome people.
And it's fun because you get to see where we're going at
Uh-huh.
Reunion. They do this big old hoopla
Yeah.
introduction. Like they brought Mickey Mouse literally out on stage last year to tell us we were going to Disney World, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's Mickey!" So it's awesome. So definitely put it in your calendars,
Do it.
even if you're not going to go, which I hope you guys are. Put in your calendars that April 4th is the day you're going to have to go in and register. So because if you wait the next day, you may miss out as far as if that might close out.
Do it early.
Opens 10 o'clock,
They go by mountain time, don't
mountain
they?
time.
Mountain
No,
time.
No, they go
by
Pacific. They
Yeah.
go by
Pacific time?
Pacific. Yeah.
So
So
it'd be,
it just you're just gonna have to get up early because they say it opens at 8 o'clock, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So I personally just get up and keep refreshing. And when you see it,
also
so
to add to that, Deborah, the new people, you can make payments on it.
yes, yeah, you don't have to
have
pay.
the full
You just
pay.
have to register. You have to pay your down payment. I think it's
Right.
$50.
$50.
Yeah, you just get yourself registered, and then you can make your payments.
So
So
even if it's just getting in there.
a month.
Is that what?
3 months? Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
That's
Okay,
what I did last year.
Awesome. Okay, so March, join in March, $49. I hope everybody knows that. That's a really good deal. That's like a warmer and 2 bars. So make sure people realize how inexpensive that is and that it's worth just to give it a whirl. Okay, that's all I am gonna pretty much share. Jeanette is going to be doing this floor. All I want to do really fast, is there anybody that this is your first team meeting? Or maybe you haven't come in a while? Okay, so Jess, you've only been to one, so let's start with you. Yes.
You
Just
actually gotta stand
introduce
in the middle.
yourself. Yeah.
Do a
Dance. Do a dance. You
Make
don't
a,
know the
make a little love, get down tonight,
Just-
do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight.
No, I'm Jessica Seitz. It's my first meeting, and I kind of just wanted to see what everybody does.
Yeah.
Try to get motivated again.
Awesome.
That's it.
Who else?
You haven't been here in a while.
Oh, I'm Tyler. I just had a second baby that made me have to stop Sensi for a while, and this is my first time.
Yay!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And I'm Tim, and this is Desi. We do this together.
Awesome. Welcome.
Jeanette finally got us out here.
Yay.
Justin.
Yeah. We both kind of twisted both arms. You haven't been here for a while.
I'm Crystal. I've been busy working a lot, and I'm actually moving next week, so I want to come say hi to everybody before I
Yeah. This poor girl, she took the bus here, you guys, to be here, to be able to see us one last time. Yeah, isn't that sweet? That's determination.
That is, that's right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Who else has something?
Well, I mean, if you guys just want to really fast, we are on a time crunch, but let's just kind of go around and say our names really fast. Just
I'm Pamela, and this is Mike Wages. We're not with your group, but
they're adopted.
I do have a group, but it seems that my team just does not want to come to meetings. It's just too far to go to Henderson. But I need the companionship of Cincy sisters, and there's
You're like, hello.
so that's why we're here, and I thank you guys. I really need this.
Yay.
I'm Laura, and it has been a few months since I've been to the meeting, but I'm here tonight, and I'm glad I'm here.
Yay.
I'm Erica, and I've been doing Cincy since November.
Yay.
So I'm kind of new to it.
But you've been to every meeting since you started, haven't you? Even when I'm not there, she's there. She's awesome.
I almost went to Mesa.
Oh.
Wait, what is your name?
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn it around.
Just tap the screen.
Tell me.
Just tap the screen. And
I did. Okay.
I'm Lauren Swift. I'm the director for Team Choose Your Destiny, and I'm always here. Wait, Mitch is coming in. Who are you? Who are you? Okay. He's the man of the hour. No pressure.
Everybody knows who I am, right?
No, that's not necessarily true.
Who are you?
You're not that famous.
I'm not that. I'm just a big guy. I'm Mitch. I'm Jesse's other half. The better half.
Yeah, that's
No.
true.
So,
Yes.
what else are we saying?
Doghouse.
Oh, that's doghouse talk. You're right. You're right. She's actually my better half. That's the end. Gotta make myself feel better.
Okay.
Sorry. Now I'm like, can I get tonight? I'm Ashley. I joined in July, and this is actually my first meeting.
Yay! Welcome.
She's the reason I made director.
That is so awesome. She's the rock star. Yay! Yay! And I like it.
All right, Tammy. Tammy Shelton, I've been with Cincy for a year and a month.
Yay!
My name is Jonica, and I'm hoping to join tonight.
Yay! Welcome. I was like, this is definitely a fresh face. I'm waiting to hear it.
I'm Joanne Holman, and I've been with Cincy for 2.5 years.
Yes.
I'm so bad at math. And hopefully, Jonica is going to be the reason why I'm going to be a director. So.
No pressure. Wow.
Shower Rodriguez, I've been with Cincy since the end of May. And I go to a lot of meetings. So faces everywhere.
I'm Bethany. I've been with Cincy almost 2 years.
Yay. Okay.
And you are?
All right. Oh, maybe I should introduce myself. Hi, everyone. If you're on my Google and you got the invitation, you should know who I am. But if you don't, I'm Jess. I am your star director of Jesse's Angels Saving Lives, and I'll be celebrating my 5 years anniversary April 3rd. So, yay! Potty time. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to introduce star consultant Jeanette Kopecki. She is going to be running our meeting tonight and talking about the launch of our new spring catalog, which is very exciting. So she's got a great little display going on here, and she's going to take the floor. So here she is. Yay!
Hi guys, my name is Jeanette Kopecki. Hold on, let me just check the liquid. So Liz Blaschko is going to be coming in, and we'll give her the floor in just a minute because, yeah, everybody has to have a chance. Anyway, I'm Jeanette Kopecki, and I am a superstar consultant, and I've been with the company since February, 2 years ago, whatever that
14.
was. February of
15.
2014. 2000, it was 2 years.
It is 2000.
It is
It's
2,
16.
yeah. 2 years. I'm 2 years old with Sensi.
I know because you joined in you joined in 13, Joe?
Yeah, October.
End of 13. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Carry on.
That's my age. And so anyway, but I am here tonight to be able to, and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I put this together, I threw it together really quick, but as a few of you were already here while I was setting this stuff. Oh, Liz, announce yourself really quick.
Hi, Liz Blashko.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Okay, so a few of you were here when I was putting this up, and literally it took me minutes, it took me seconds. And this takes me back and reminds me to when we had one of the meetings at my house, and we had Jackie that did this amazing, amazing party. So I can't take the credit of how I went about doing this all myself, because she was the inspiration with doing this. Now, all of this is dollar store stuff, guys. Just letting you know. And it's not like 100% because I literally threw it together. It needs to have the little purple ribbon on it, which was cheap. I bought it at the dollar store as well. This came like this as it is. But literally, I went and bought these cute little baskets. Now, I'm showing you how I do this. You don't have to do it this way, okay? The main key is that when you all get your starter kits, okay? Is there anybody here that has not received their starter kit yet? No, everybody's received it.
Yeah, she hasn't.
She hasn't received her.
So I really want to make the impression that everything that you get in your starter kit is really all you need, okay? You don't have to go out and buy stuff. You don't have to use anything other than what you get in your kit. And that's, I think, a lot of the misconception that we have is that we have to go out and make these really elaborate presentations, and you really don't. Now, the wonderful thing about World Tour is that, and Reunion, is the fact that when you go to these conventions, they give you free stuff. Now, granted, you're paying for your event, you're paying for the cost of your event, but what I received from World Tour is pretty much everything that you see here. I have not received my, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't received my stuff for March yet. So this is stuff, if I had to do a party today, this is stuff that I could present and I could do at my party right now. And I don't even have my testers. I don't have any of them. All of these testers that you're seeing right here are testers that I got from World Tour, okay? So I just really want you to understand that less is more and that you can really operate on the very bare minimum and you don't have to have it be really elaborate to make it be a really nice party. Now, I just so happen to do this in like a spring theme because we are coming up to Easter. So as you guys want to come up and look or whatever, I don't know if we're going to do that or if you want to just pass it around.
We can look afterwards.
We can look after. I have a lot of the product that we received at World Tour that you guys are welcome to take a look at and see all of the fun new products. Some of the newer products that we just got in for World Tour are the skin line for the women.
That bar is awesome, by
Have
the
you
way.
tried it?
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I don't
I
want to
love
use it
it.
because I want to use this for my party.
And well, I got two. I went to two, so I got two.
Oh,
So I always
your parties, take a shower there.
so I'll be showing up 30 minutes early because I have to take a shower. And
Unless you smell me when I'm done.
Yeah.
Unless you smell me when I'm done.
Shave your legs right there.
Bring a bowl of hot warm water.
that's what I've been doing. I've been shaving with it. I love it.
But I mean, not only that, but what was really super cool was that they gave us a bunch of samples. Samples that we can give away to our hostesses, to our party guests, in whatever way you choose to do it. So I'm going to pass this little basket around a little bit later to kind of show you some different ways that you can use samples to give out. Now, I wanted to just kind of briefly say, after looking at this stuff that's set up here, when you're doing your spring and summer parties, does anybody know what the main goal is for a party, a home party? Does anybody know what the main goal is? And it's not fair, you know.
Yeah, you're a director.
Okay,
You
I'll
should
say.
Go ahead.
The scent under their nose.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking for a specific answer. That was a perfect answer, but I'm looking for another specific answer. Does anybody have any ideas of why we would do a home party?
No.
No fair.
Get bookings?
Get bookings. a lot of the time, we as consultants, we get so excited, and I went through this mistake in the very beginning of my business, and I'm 2 years in, and I'm here to tell you I'm reinventing myself again, okay? Constantly, you're gonna be reinventing yourself. You always wanna keep doing it, making your business and your parties fresh. And what that means is that you always wanna have a mindset when you go into your parties, okay? So maybe, here's a really good example. I just got off the phone when Jess and I were driving in here. I'm having a party with a girl, and I got to know her a little bit. So the most important thing is to make sure that you have a connection with these people, right? You have to make sure that you talk with them. If you don't know them very well, try to contact them on their terms, because I know we all have busy lives, but try to contact them on their terms to be able to find out a little bit of information about the type of guests that are going to be there. I found out that this girl's guests are going to be mainly realtors, her agents, and they're going to be homeowners that are some of her clients. And so what I'm going to, and then also some of her baseball parents. So what are some ideas of things and ways that I can target certain products that we have or certain concepts of our business to those type of people? Go ahead.
We have our combine and save we can use for the realtors and.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anybody else? Go ahead, Joe.
Fundraisers for the kids.
Absolutely. Perfect. Anybody else want to add anything?
Everybody needs Scentsy.
Everybody needs Scentsy. There's a couple of other things that came to mind. Kids. So obviously, if these are baseball parents, we're going to be targeting buddies. We're going to be targeting the little bath smoothies. We're going to be targeting a lot of things. Because if you think about it, a lot of people know. Go ahead, Tammy.
Baseball warmer.
The baseball warmer, exactly. The sports product that we have, right?
MLB.
The
and
MLB
the baseball,
and yeah, and the football and the university stuff, right? Okay. So a lot of people know and have heard about Scentsy as the wax, and these are the minis too, by the way. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But they know about the wax, but a lot of them don't really know that we have all of these wonderful products. So, you know, anything that you can do to be able to introduce new product, any way that you can introduce new product to them, it's going to help them to think of something other than what they already love, which they're going to buy the product anyway. They're going to buy the wax anyway because they love it, right? Okay, so.
The custom gifts you talked to her about.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I did talk to her about custom gifts because that's another, like you were talking about with our realtors. She has a huge firm of agents that she works with. And so we have, does anybody know about our business warmers? Can anybody explain to other people what our concept of our business warmers are? Does anybody know? Go ahead.
I believe what it is you are able to order X amount of warmers. I'm not quite sure how many you have to order, but you have to order X amount of warmers, and then you can customize that warmer to a specific need. So if you run an Allstate business, they can say Allstate with your name on it, or your school, like for a band or different things. If I'm correct.
You're absolutely right. First of all, Jason, you're on the spot. Can you please say hello and tell everybody who you are?
I'm Jason, Jeanette's husband.
Is that the only identity you have?
That's it.
In this world, yes.
In this world, yes.
Anyway, welcome. Perfect. No, so basically it's exactly that. So we have these amazing warmers that you can actually, and I know, Tim, I should tell them what you did. So Tim, this was before when they had the frames.
Yeah.
Tell them what you used to do. We don't do them anymore, but
Right.
you can be creative.
I work for a law firm, and before I knew anything about this custom warmers, I bought the old like photo one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they called it.
It was just the frame.
Snapshot.
Yeah, snapshot. And I printed out on photo paper just my company's logo, and it sits at the reception desk. And I since changed to a different firm, but did the same thing with the gunmetal cube warmer. So our company's logo looks really awesome.
Yeah.
Just in a cube warmer.
And how much they appreciate that. I mean, that's just like a staple of the
every
business.
client that walks in
Yeah.
is like, this is amazing. I
Yeah.
want one.
Exactly.
That's
So
awesome.
having something like that, I mean, sometimes we have to think outside the box a little bit. I mean, we are absolutely selling to people that love our product, but think bigger. Think outside of the box. You never know. All it takes is just you to be able to go up to somebody and introduce it. Maybe you're the one that fills all of the warmers for Palace Station, or maybe you're one of the ones that's going to fill all of the warmers for, you never know, right? So just ask, just get yourself out there and ask. I'm not saying that that's what you have to do. I'm just saying think outside of the box, okay? What else?
It's 12 warmers. Did we say that?
Yeah. I thought it was 25.
No, they changed it.
Okay.
They changed it.
It was 24.
It was
Okay.
24 and now it's
And then
12.
you had to
Okay,
buy them in
perfect.
bulks of
So you
12.
buy them in the minimum of 12, and then they can have their logo put on the warmer itself. Okay, so bookings, getting back, that's what I was talking about. Bookings are the reason why we do parties. Now, can anybody tell me, you can shoot for as many bookings as you want, but what would you say the very bare minimum should be at every party that you book? How many bookings should you shoot for?
Well, if you do one, you just sustain, and then if you do two, you grow.
Perfect. That was perfect. Did everybody hear what she said? Okay. So, and that brings up a really valuable point, is the fact that when you go to a party and you're not shooting for bookings, then you're pretty much severing that link. So we are a party plan business, folks. We are a party plan company. And that was something really hard for me to be able to understand too. But we plan parties. And so whatever form that might be in,
Sorry.
anyway.
Jesse's texting me from nowhere.
From telepathically, I'm texting him.
Whatever form that might be in, whether it be home parties, which are the #1 best way to be able to get bookings, why do you think? Why do you think home parties are the very best way? Go ahead.
Because with a home party, you are there with the people versus a catalog party or a basket party. Those go out the door, and the only time you get to see anything that happens with them is when the order comes in.
That's right.
So with the home party, like this would be a home party, you have the opportunity to get to know everybody that's here.
That's right.
And how to do that.
And let's face it, okay, there's a lot that goes on with social media. People can go on the computer and with the push of a button, they can order just about anything they want, right? They have this amazing thing called Amazon, which we don't have Scentsy on Amazon. But there is Scentsy on Amazon. Shame on them, they're not supposed to sell it on there.
Right.
And so, yeah, and that's another thing I won't get into. But so a lot of people can just click a button and they can buy anywhere. But when it comes to personal service, right? When it comes to really making that connection, can you really get a connection with somebody on the other line that is just taking your order? Not really, you can't. So making sure that we have that personal connection, if you can work your parties and you can book your parties, when you book those parties, committing to be able to shoot for 2 bookings at least, if not more, is really a good mindset to go in with. And if you don't, you're severing that link, because what that one party does when you start doing bookings from that party and then bookings from those parties is it just keeps your momentum going and it keeps you going, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you all right now, 2 years into the business, I haven't done a whole lot of parties. I haven't done a whole lot of home parties, okay? I've always done Facebook and I've always done basket, okay? I can probably say on 2 hands, that's it, how many home parties I've ever done, okay? This is my year and I'm embarking on the home party. And I'm here to tell you that, like Jess in February, with the totals that she got, I was exactly the same way. I had nothing. In January, I probably had one of the very lowest months that I've ever had in the history of my business. I was really down on myself, but I stayed connected. I stayed connected and I brought myself to a point where I knew, because I kept hearing over and over again over the last few years that I've stayed connected, is that commitment is important and consistency is important. So in the last 2 months, I have actually gotten to the point to where the month of March, I actually have 4 home parties booked this month. Yeah. So I have 4 home parties, I have 3 Facebook parties, and I have an event, and I have 1 event and 4 home parties. So, but what I'm saying to that is my mindset, the reason it changed is because my mindset changed, okay? Sure, we have this new spring and summer catalog, which helped, right? But you have to be able to call people and connect with people in order to get them to agree to having these parties. So all I'm gonna say is for anybody that is, starting out, or maybe you are really great at parties and you're doing parties, continue, keep doing it, keep contacting those customers. You have to keep connecting and connecting as much as you can. And if you haven't had a home party, and for somebody that is brand new, I'm sure Joe has told you, and if she hasn't, you're gonna hear about it now, 100 people. Start with your list of 100. And when I first did my list of 100, I probably got to 15 when I very first started. And since then, in the last 2 years, I have rewritten that list of 100 so many times. And I keep adding to it, and I keep going back and reflecting on that list of 100. And I go through the line and I'm like, have I touched this person? Have I touched this person? So on and so forth. And I invite all of you to continue to keep doing that too. So if you're ever at a stump, go ahead.
Can I add to that really fast?
Sure.
Because I shared with you guys I didn't do any parties. And I haven't done a party, and honestly, I can't remember a home party. But because just like Jeanette, I decided that although I have a good clientele, I'm not struggling with sales, I don't really need to meet people technically, if you look at it that way. But to me, the business is relationships, and the business is about parties and home parties. And I actually love home parties. It's fun.
Yeah. They're
the fun part, and I missed it. So I challenged myself this month, or actually last month, to reach out to people, like Jeanette said, is to write my list. And these are people that I've connected with before, and they've never responded. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't hurt to try again. And a friend that Mitch and I, these two people, they're married now, but they worked at the same place we did 10 years ago. And I stayed connected on Facebook, but haven't really had like a conversation with anything. But they're having a party on the 13th. So I'm having my first party. And just so you guys know, I felt that initial like, oh my God. I used to do 2 parties a day, guys. I mean, it was like the back of my hand. Now I'm like on the training center, like, okay, let me make sure that I do all this right. And, the coaching and all that stuff. So, when you get out of it, you get those little jitters again, but it's exciting. And so, like she said, you do have to reinvent yourself. And for me, it's just, how can I train on something I'm not doing? It was because I was doing it like the back of my hand for so many years. But then I just realized, I think it's been about 6 months since I've done a home party. That's a long time. And so I've been so busy with training people, and, but I'm like, wait a minute, I've kind of veered away from training on home parties because I haven't done one in a long time. That's not good. So I've been learning. If you guys listened to the all consultant call yesterday, she talked about training, parties. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, remembering all this stuff and getting all excited and learning new things. And so there's always room to grow in this business. And you might go through a cycle of parties, building your clientele like me. And then all of a sudden, you don't really do a party. But then eventually, in the end, you have to remember what your business really is. And it's so important to kind of get back into that.
Does everybody have a piece of paper and a pen? Or some way that you can log something down? I want you guys to write down, I want you to write down 2 things. If there's anything that you go home with that you are left with from here, I want you to write down Nicole Shavokas. Can you?
She's actually, I'm having lunch with her on Monday.
Are you? Nicole Shavokas. Do you know how to spell her last name?
Yeah, SCHEVOKAS. Shavokas.
You guys need to look for that. If you go onto your training center on your workstation, you actually can click on, I think it is register for new.
No, you'll go to existing.
Okay,
It's
existing now, because I was actually punching on the register for a couple of days and it was still coming up. Click on that. But anyway, Nicole Shavokas, and it was yesterday's training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely, if you've not listened to it, I highly recommend it. Another second thing, if you're not big into doing that, I recommend a very good book. And this is one that I recommend very highly. I'm reading it now and I cannot put it down. It is called, it is by Mary Christensen, and it is called Be a Party Plan Superstar.
Got that book.
Okay, read it again. That, yes.
Isn't it Be a Recruiting?
No, there's
She's got
2 different
several.
ones.
That's the one I recommended to you.
Okay.
That's the one I recommended to you. But the one specifically for parties, which is perfect for the season for us right now.
To build your business.
To build your business. Be a party plan superstar, or is that right? Party planning superstar. By
That's gonna
Mary
cover
Christensen.
everything, even
Yeah.
recruiting.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a
Read
really good
all
one.
Mary's books.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're really amazing books. So, and if you're not a reader, start.
Yeah,
Start.
amen to
I'm
that.
telling you, I was not a reader. I am here to tell you, you will learn so much. You will learn so much. And it will stick with you and it'll help you and you'll pull it out when you least expect it. You can use it. Okay, and then another thing I wanted to say is who in this room has kids? Anybody? Or dogs?
Dogs,
animals. Okay. All right, so when you have one's a lot of work, right? When you have two, is it easier?
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes.
When you have three, does it
No.
get even easier?
No.
So the answer's supposed to be yes. So maybe this is going in the wrong direction. Let me explain what I'm trying to get at here. When you actually make the effort to do a setup for a party one time, a lot of people think that it's very daunting. Oh my gosh, I've got all these parties. But if you do all the work for it the first time, they'll just keep rolling. And the thing is you'll already have the setup for it. So all you have to do is maybe change out a little bit. And that's how she could have done her 2 parties a day.
Back to back.
Yeah, is because she already had her bag packed. All she had to do was just, okay, pack it back up. Okay, next. Okay, pack it back up. Okay, next, and keep going to the next one. So, it's something to where sometimes people think, and it becomes a little daunting when they're like, oh my gosh, I can't do 20 parties a month. That sounds ridiculous, but it's a lot easier than you think it is.
The best advice my sponsor's sponsor told me the first week I joined, I went to her house to borrow the Army warmer because I needed some type of a military warmer that we had at that time because I was living on a military base, so I wanted to show that specific warmer. She said, because she worked full time, she said the second you leave a party and you come home, pack up like you're basically going on your next party, even if you don't have the party booked. Be ready for it. So if somebody calls you tonight and says, can I do a party tomorrow? Can you come to my, work and do a party for me? You don't have to go, oh my God, what do I do? I have to do all this stuff. So just pack yourself up. And that's exactly what I did. I had 2 different party bags and I would just transfer, not 2 different party bags. I'd have my party to go and then I'd have my second stack of catalogs and order forms and all that stuff. And all I would do is just refill the bag and go back and go on to my next party.
So it's not as daunting. And I'm going to tell you, because we just talked about how home parties are the very most important, right, for the connection. I'm also going to tell you all, because I hear it so much, for all of you that are scared to do Facebook parties, it actually works exactly the same way. The second you set it up once, it's good to go from that point on. You could hold literally as many as you want. Sprinkle them in between your home parties. And once you get it set up once, it's a little bit of work to set it up, which is with anything, right? Anything that you do is going to be a little bit of work to be able to prepare it. But once you get it all up and running, you can just go with it.
So give us an example of what do you mean by up and running in case people don't have any idea.
So as far as a Facebook party goes, there's setup that you want to do. You're going to have to, there's amazing templates, okay? There's amazing templates that are out there. There's groups that you can be a part of that are specifically for Scentsy consultants that will allow you to be able to have downloaded formats, templates, and that you use for the entire party. So I don't want to speak a whole lot about social media and Facebook because that's a completely different animal than doing home parties. But once you get the setup for it, once you have the template, all you have to do is change up the wording. You set up the template, you have your certain pictures or your video or whatever, and that's another thing, a very good example. I make videos. I've started to make videos. I am by all means not a pro. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. That's all I'm going to say. So I make videos, and I use the same video over and over again for my parties. So I have a spring and summer one. I do the same one. I make it generic enough that I can actually sprinkle it into all of my other parties, right? And then also when fall and winter comes along, then I'll have to make another one and enroll my kids again to be a part of it. I've got to put my husband in there next time though. So and that's like a whole other topic. We're talking about parties here. Did that make sense what I was saying? Did I answer that? Okay.
Yeah.
So bookings are really, really important. when it comes to your displays, in that book that I just gave you, the Party Plan Superstar, or what have you, that book that I just gave, she goes over detail upon detail about how to do it. And everything that she does is focused on hosting. Everything. So from the time that you set up, you want to make it enticing for your guests. So as you look at this, obviously these are green and these are eye-catching, but what was the first thing that you looked at when you looked at this table?
Snail.
Which one?
The snail.
The present, the snail, okay. She said the present, she said the right answer.
I want to know.
I thought those were all
all presents at first. I'm like,
Yeah, okay, well, see, that's
I
exactly it. So we're in it for the presents, guys, right? We love presents, we love gifts, we love freebies, we love all of that sort of stuff. So everything that you want to do, you want to just kind of, so at the beginning of the party, she had talked about you have a little gift and you make it adorably wrapped. Now, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular inside as far as dollar-wise. You don't have to break the bank on it. You could give little samples from World Tour. You could give a cute little Scentsy candy bar. Dollar store, by the way, and then I just printed off the little label, okay? Tim does this, I've seen it.
Make it happen tools where that
Yep.
template is.
Make it happen tools, if you guys want to write that down. Make it happen tools, this is from Becca and Kimberly Shipley. They created this. So this it can be something really inexpensive that you can give, but everything is about presentation, okay? How you present it. So what you want to do is you want to point out your host or your hostess, and you want to say, I want to thank Jason here for holding this party for me. I'm so honored to be able to be here with your guests and your family and friends today. Thank you so much for allowing me in your home. And because of that, I want to give you a nice little surprise. And so blah, blah, blah. Then you give it to your host or your
He doesn't
hostess.
seem very excited.
Because he knows I'm going to take it back. It's not for him. So you want to point that out in the very beginning. And what that does is it gets everybody excited. They're like, oh, well, she gets a prize. And so for the rest of the party, you're going to want to keep pointing back to these. Now, this one isn't necessarily the gift for the hostess. What's in here is the host packet. And this was something that I just learned that I was like, oh, I need to start doing it that way. Okay, so all it is a dollar store bag with some cute little paper, and here's my hostess pack. The hostess pack I get from Scentsy Family Store. You can buy these in bundles of how much, 25?
25, and you get them in your starter kit.
You get them in your starter kit too. So if anybody didn't know what to do with these, this is what they're for. Inside, what you're gonna put, oh, and obviously this is very old, guys. So I have a sample. I didn't even realize I had any more of these left. Here you are, here you are. I put in a whole bunch, I do 25 at least. These are old too. 25 of the postcards, okay, that they can mail out. I do a join brochure. Oh, I did a whole bunch of join brochures. Party brochures, excuse me. Hosted party brochure, and then there's also one in there for them to think about joining, okay? And then you want to do catalogs, you want to do product lists, you want to do a sample of how to write out your order form. Something really simple, but it's really important because they have no idea how to write these out. But if you have it here, it makes it really easy. You want to also do what you have going on for the month. Old one, but what you have going on. Okay.
This is from last month. That's not that old.
Well, but I have, yeah, there's a lot. This needs to be
Yeah,
revamped,
still
but
available.
this gives you the idea, right?
It's sold out.
So,
Oh, I mean, the scent is still.
Yes, it is.
okay, so then in that little packet, and then you see that I put it in this cute little bag, and it becomes this fun little thing. So when you're talking to people about it, you want to keep referring back to, if you want to, if you host a party for me, you get one of these lovely bags. And if you decide to host a party for me, then I will give you a prize on top of your already prizes. Again, it doesn't have to be a lot. If you book it before I come to you and ask you about it. You always want to have your calendar up.
That is so cute.
You can
Yeah,
even
that's good.
pass it around. Now, this is what I had been doing. Which is better?
The wood one.
So you always want to make it visible. And this, you don't have to do this. You could even get like a little poster board, a piece of paper. You could do whatever you want to do as long as it's big and they can see it.
Try erase.
Yeah, and you can pass it around. And what have I done here with the slashes? I've marked off the dates. What does that create for them? That creates an idea for them that, oh my gosh, look, she's already booking up for March. Maybe I better get in there and start trying to book some dates with her. And I really wanted to be able to fit 3 months in there because you want to be able to give them opportunity that if they can't book for just next month, you want to push it out a little bit. I had somebody book a party for me. Gosh, I've got dog hair everywhere, sorry. I had somebody book a party for me for the spring summer catalog at the beginning of fall winter. So you know, the sky's the limit. You can have them book as far out as you possibly can.
So ideally, if your goal is to leave with 2 to 3 bookings, you want to have 2 to 3 of those gift bags.
Absolutely. And that's, yeah, thank you for saying that, because typically 2 to 3 bookings, you're going to want to bring as many of your hostess packets as you want to get out. And maybe even a couple more, right?
Some spare. I always leave spares in my car.
Exactly. So
Hoping
you
that I'm
always
gonna
want to make
book them all
sure
up.
that you have extras. So can you imagine if you have like 3 or 4 of these bags sitting across your table, how much more appealing that would look? And they're going to be like, what the heck is that? So they're all automatically thinking they're getting one of these before they leave. And they want to know what's inside, okay? And then also, on that note, you want to make sure that you have these little babies. Because as much as you're booking parties, you're also going to talk about the possibility of being a consultant, okay? Has anybody ever seen the possibility packet folders? Okay. Does anybody, what do you guys, Liz, what do you put in your possibility packet?
Not as much as you do, but.
I jam stuff in here, so.
I just put I don't want to overwhelm them, so I just kind of put these 2 flyers in there, and this one, or the catalog, and then just kind of like these little stickers ideas I just gave Jessica.
Perfect.
And then I put stickers in the front, and then I put the world back here of all the places that we.
Oh, that's cute. Pass that around so people can see.
So I just keep it as simple. Thank you. I just keep it as simple as possible. I don't want to overwhelm. I'm already overwhelmed with myself.
The possibility packet that I have, and I'm going to pass it around, is, and by the way, you want to have as many of these as you do host packets, okay? And you should probably always be carrying these around with you in your purse, or in your bag, or in your car, or wherever you go, because you just never know. I'm going to this is really bad, but I'm going to tell on myself. So, okay, you guys all know that I don't have my testers. You all know that I don't have my catalogs, that I don't have my, these right now.
So what do you have?
But I have the old ones. But guess what I've done?
Put stickers
If they're on the way, I do
That's right.
stickers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything I do, I put stickers on them and I say, this catalog is no longer available, contact me for the new one. I had an old packet.
Right.
I had an old packet in my purse yesterday when I went to the dollar store. The girl wants to join.
Right? It's
The
not.
girl wants to join. My packet cover looked like the dog had chewed.
Okay, so let me tell you, because I can tell you how many dogs have chewed my stuff in my purse. What I started doing is, because that happens, especially with these tiny little purse, and it really keeps it intact, is I keep them in the little catalog bags, and it keeps it from
fringing.
Does it give everybody an idea of what my purse looks like inside?
But it really does help
So
from that
yeah,
happening.
mine was really old, and she took it and she accepted it, and then I ran home really quick and I got her like a refresher. Of
That's
something
awesome.
new, but at least I left her with something.
As long you had something that
Exactly.
instead of just being like, oh,
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything to
But
give
it was
you.
all old stuff too, and I did not hesitate. I didn't even like it hurt me more than it hurt her. She didn't know. She didn't know. She didn't have to know, because if she seriously is interested and I do the proper follow-up with her, then I'm going to get her the right stuff eventually. Go ahead, Tammy.
Absolutely.
On the new product list, on the new product list paper, Where are you guys putting your labels at? Because there's no space.
Oh, Jess, she's very creative. Check her out.
On it.
Oh.
Check this out. She asked me if this is okay, and I was like, what? Yeah, it is.
Trying to figure it out for the
Are you
launch.
kidding me?
She printed them out.
How genius is that?
Oh.
I know, big old.
That's genius.
And I think
That
she's
is
working more on the
genius.
product sheet.
But,
That's like the.
yeah, this is
That's
the.
the-
Well, it's the
different
same
one.
thing.
I'm gonna try
Is
to
it?
do the same thing, just smaller font.
Yeah.
Because there's
You
only
can
like
stay with
a
your
tiny
business
little
card
spot on
Yeah.
there.
Which sticker are you trying to put on there?
Your new product list.
I know, but
Your-
what sticker are you?
Does anybody have one on them? The new product list?
Yeah, that's a good question. Does anybody have a new product list?
I do.
The new ones?
It's right there.
Just does.
I put my.
She's
Yeah,
prepared.
I used
But
to
have
clearly
clearly
go down and figure it out.
That was good. Mine
That'll be my
covered
project for
space.
Oh, see, she put it right at the bottom.
Where did I put it?
Right down here.
But it kind of almost covered.
Yeah. Put mine
Covered
over
Stella a little bit,
Over
but
here, it went on top of the word campus collection. I'm gonna put mine right in the middle.
Yeah,
that's
that's
where
what
mine is,
cover
but with
anything,
clear.
right?
But
I
have
guess
to
right
cover
there
space.
might-
oh, right at the top, right here would
That's
be
where Liz,
great.
that's where Liz put it.
Yeah, that's
Is
what
that where
they're
you put it,
saying.
Liz?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's in the back.
Yeah. Right here, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody have a catalog?
I
Does
do.
does anybody have a new catalog? Because God only knows I only have like two. So you can't have any more of mine. Okay, perfect.
I have 5 for you to cost.
Oh, Jill brought 5. Thank you so much.
I have a new
Everybody
catalog
was
right
like showering me with catalogs, but thank you.
Have a catalog, right?
Okay. Okay, so, let me go back to this and then we'll get to the cataloging. So in the possibility packet, I'm gonna tell you guys, for anybody that is new and that doesn't know how to hand out their possibility packet, I have gone through the whole gamut of trying every type of system and organization and every type of different tactic and handouts and all of that known demand. Everything that I go back to is everything from the family store. I'm not gonna lie. Everything that you need for your business is in the family store. Don't spin your wheels, because I've done it, I've been there, I'm telling you, just buy the stuff from the family store, it's a lot better for you, unless you own your own printing company
Right.
or something, right?
I went through the same thing.
Yeah.
You always,
So-
Yes, we have.
it's time.
Yes.
You don't have to waste your time getting things approved and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's just done for you.
And then I'm just gonna say this, as far as the possibility packet goes, everything that you see in my possibility packet is what came from the resources tab. Back when they were coming out with these possibility packets, there was something that came out that said the different things you need to have in there, and there were reasons behind it why. So you need to have, this is an older one, it can be revamped with the new logo. You need to have how much they can earn. How much can you earn? You might have those technical people in there that can find out, well, with one party a week, one party per week, I can earn $500 a month. With 2 parties, I can earn $1,200 a month. With 3 parties, $1,800. With 4 parties, $2,400 a month. So it's actually kind of like a visual for them to be able to see, right? That's important. Another really important one is the shooting star, what they get when they hit their shooting star award. So that opens up the door.
When I was talking to my sponsor, that's what, besides the Autism Speaks warmer, that flyer that she showed me is what made me go, I want those 10
get all
warmers.
that?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot for that.
Yeah. So you want to put a shooting star in there. You also want to put, this is something really important, you guys, and I would recommend this on your catalogs as well. And I'll even show you how I did it on my old catalog, the fall and winter. Your story. Does everybody have a story? Go ahead.
Your little stamp right here,
Uh-huh.
when you put it on here, put it cockeyed.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit crooked, because then it's
I
something
got you.
different on the page.
Oh, it pops
And it
out.
brings it right out.
That's
to it.
smart. That's a
Good
great
point.
idea.
Really good point. So your story is very important. It may not seem like it's important to you guys, but you need to make sure that you're sharing it with your customers, okay? This is what is going to set you apart from every other Scentsy consultant, is when you connect with them this way, okay? So I have a cute picture here of my kids and my Scentsy family and all of that. I just kind of threw something together, and my story, okay? Also, what's really important is top 10 reasons. Top 10 reasons why to join. And by the way, all of these are on the resources tab. So you can download these directly from the resources. What else? Catalog. Look, this is like one of the 3 catalogs that I have right now, guys. I'm writing with my life. So put a catalog in there.
It can be an old one too. It doesn't have to be a new one.
Exactly. Like I just gave away. And then also you want to put a join brochure so that they can read up about joining, and it has the breakdown. Okay.
Well, now the breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And another suggestion, which Becca Levi, she has, Alyssa Maya, start reading your book. She suggested, and it really makes a big difference, is that you put other people's stories in your possibility packet that isn't like you, because not everybody's going to relate to you. Like me, I'm a stay-at-home mom that works my business full-time, but somebody that works full-time, they're going to be like, I can't relate to you. Of course you're successful, Jess. You know, that's all you do, that's all people say to me, is that, of course, you know, that's all you focus on. That's all you know.
Yeah, right.
I know. Okay. But anyway, but that's what they think. That's why they can't join, because I'm the only way they can be successful is if that's the only thing they do in their life is do Scentsy. So I always add somebody that has a full-time job. I always use Nicole Shavokas's story, actually. I actually went on her website, and she's a full-time veterinarian. So she's on call when she's off. She's a busy lady. She's a doctor. And so, and she goes on every trip. She's a director. She's a successful lady. And so I use different stories. And then I also have one other of somebody that is in the military, because military people have a very different lifestyle. And so I'm not in the military anymore, so I don't have that relation, but I can relate because we were. So just, anybody that inspires you and has unique, even somebody in here, go on their website and download their story. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. So that where you find people's stories is
I go to their yep, and I will copy and paste their photo that's on their website, and then I put it on just a Word document, and I just highlight their stories so they can see who this person is, and then I just write their story.
I was going to show you guys on the catalog, and I don't know if they're going to have this in the new one. I haven't even gone through it yet to look. In the fall and winter catalog, there was a spot on this page, and it was perfect to be able to put a little sticker of your story. And so in all of my catalogs, I just went through and I put my sticker and I just kind of sprinkled it in with everybody else's stories.
Okay.
So it's a fun way. I learned this, it's not even mine. I learned that from somebody else. So if you can find a way, I mean, you could probably even do it on the back if you're not going to send this out as a mailer. You could even write it on the back here, right?
Yeah.
So we've got that. We've got the possibilities. We've got the host packets. And then you always want to have something that can go home with them right now. You can send them off with a basket party. Does this look familiar? Did anybody buy any of the testers and they came in a little plastic bag like this? So I literally use these bags. Yeah, you can use, there's all kinds of bags that you can use. I have gone and I've bought pencil pouches. I've bought everything. I'm telling you, I go right back to what Scentsy has. I go right back to what's usable from Scentsy. Because they're just easy. There's a cute little handle. It's simple. They can throw it in their backpack and they can throw it in their purse. I'm going to pass this around too. I did not put every single tester in there. You can make literally out of a full set of testers, you could probably do like 6 basket parties out of a full set of testers. You can split them up into like 15, 20, 30 little testers and you're good to go.
And for those seasoned consultants that have been around for a while, you can get your old testers and go through them, and then there's going to be scents in there that are coming back, and just make parties out of those too.
I actually have a bag full of testers over there that whoever wants extra basket parties, you can rummage through them. There's spring and summer, there's current like classics. So if you want to create like a couple pouch parties, you're welcome to have at that.
And while this is going around, you guys are welcome to open it up and look at what I actually do on the inside. So yeah, I was going to say, look at it, because what is the little forms that are inside should go in every single one of your basket parties. It's complete. It's complete and ready to go. That basket party right there. I also put a tester of a spray in there, but you can do anything you want. You could actually do a scent pack, you could do a scent circle. If
Oh.
you wanted to give them a scent circle.
Explain why these are important.
Okay, so has anybody ever done a basket party and it never came back? Okay, all right. So, just hold that up again. As you're going through this,
What did I do with it? Oh.
I actually, and I did a 2-part on this one. So the colorful one is theirs, the black and white one is mine. I have them sign it, and I have them, and I put the actual contents of what is inside the basket so that it is a form that I can keep track of. Really, it's just for me to keep track of, because sometimes I'll get so many basket parties out there, I have no idea what I have out there.
Can you add that to the Jesse Daniels file?
Uh-huh,
That's
yeah.
in, actually, it's in the
the
Make It Happen
Make It
tools.
Happen
You can
tools.
print it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Again, make it happen.
Oh, write this down. The ID is Scentsy with a lowercase s. It will not let you in if you put a big S. Scentsy is the ID. And then password is wings, the number 4 dreams. All one word.
What is the website?
Make it happen tools.
Say that
Dot
again.
com.
Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else?
Yeah.
I think we're rounding to the end of it. I have these cute little flowers and I didn't have the time, you guys. I'm sorry. I wanted to make this happen. And that's why I asked you guys for your catalogs. So at your parties, a really great way to get engagement with people, especially with the new catalog, is I went to the dollar store and bought these little dollar flowers, and I need to clip them individually and maybe have them in a cute little flower pot. And then on each one, take a piece of tape and a piece of paper and just wrap it around and then put like a page number on it. And then as every guest comes in, you're gonna have them pick a flower. And they take it to their they take it back to their chair with them.
That's
And
cute.
then that allows you to have them turn to that page and say what it is. And then that opens up the door for you to be able to talk about it.
Oh, that's really
Okay.
cute. I've never
So
done
you're
that
gonna wanna
before.
have something in there about, host and join, host join, you wanna have something, whatever you wanna showcase. You wanna have that inside of there. So that's a fun way to do that.
Or for Easter, you can do the same thing with those little eggs.
I was gonna say,
And
just a couple of
You
other
just made me think
ideas.
about it.
Liz was talking about the party testers, and Jess has a whole bag here. So I was frantically going through the last couple of days, all of my testers. Holy crap, do I have a lot of testers. I've got testers coming out of my ears. My husband will attest to it, because if you look at my kitchen table right now, there's nowhere for anybody to eat, because they're all over the table. Okay, I tried to organize them. Were they organized still when you got home? Okay.
Yeah, they're in pyramids.
Okay. So I'm a little OCD too, so just so you all know. Okay, so what I heard, and this was on the call, I believe, with the old party testers, and I know Liz has done some amazing things with her party testers too, but I got this kind of makeshift idea from our call on Tuesday, which is why you need to listen. I bought these, they were like $8 for $1 at the dollar store. And I got the little grass, put it in there. I put one of my cards in there, and I just so happened to be able to have the fun little magnet ones. Did this myself, okay? So they can put this on their fridge. And then I took little dollar store eggs, and if you pop it open, I actually have 2 testers inside.
Oh, wow, 2 fit in there.
2 of them fit in there. My mom's like, no, just do 1. But the reason I did 2 is because this falls over really easy.
And you want to get as many out as possible
Yeah,
at your house.
But they're actually, they're testers. Now, there's a couple of different ways. I heard from Nicole that she actually pops the wax out because of the fact that if you have your testers going around and you have an old tester, you don't want it to get mixed in for them to think that they're going to go off with some of your testers home with them. Yeah. So it's a good way to be able to take them out of here, just pop them in the freezer, pop them in a little bag, and throw them in your little.
How do you pop the wax out? Because I swear I've tried 1,000
She
times.
said
You put them in the freezer.
Yeah, she said in the freezer.
She says freezer. I've never done it,
And
so
then
I don't know.
Okay, really fast. While we're on the mini tester popping stuff out subject, Mitch actually had a really cool idea. He is like swears by this new groom stuff. He is like, if you feel his head, yesterday. But oh my gosh, it makes him so smooth. Anyways, he's like, there you go. Anyways, so he was like, how am I going to be able to give more samples, because they're sold out right now, the groom stuff.
I know.
And the
Yeah, go
groom,
ahead, babe.
the groom stuff it's $6.95 for shave cream, the balm, and it's only a small packet.
right? So I'm
It's
gonna,
like
I'm
this.
gonna come up here, yeah, I'm gonna come up here. So it's only a small packet of stuff, so what we did was, that's not it, you don't have any shaving cream here.
I don't have any shape.
Well, the shaving cream, it's $20, right, for the shaving cream? Yes, because I just looked. Okay, so what we did was we popped out the wax out of this, and with the plastic container and everything, and all I did was do a little dabble, squirt, and I filled it up to the top, and I tested it last night on how many shaves I can get out of it. I did, because I use a shave brush, because if you use the shave cream on your hand, you're gonna go through it like that. If you put it on a brush, it's gonna last a long time, you can lather it up. Guys who shave, you know, if you got a brush, that's what you wanna do. Anyways, I shaved my head and my face with it, and I still had half of it left over. So I'm figuring 4 shaves total, like 4 for your face, or 2 for your head and 2 for your face. How we gonna do it? You know what I'm saying?
If you're bald.
That's-
Right,
if
if
you're
you
bald.
look
So that's what we
bald.
figured out to do, and then we're gonna just put little labels on top, and we're gonna hand them out.
But
Because-
Awesome.
there's an insert inside, just so you guys know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This actually pops out, this little, the little lip,
I didn't know that.
and the little lip right here,
Sarah's trying to
So I
like
don't know how
carve
many
it
we're
out.
gonna
right
get
here.
out of it.
So,
It's gonna be quite a
it
bit.
pops, I'm not gonna like break my nails.
I used,
But, like a knife or whatever,
Yeah,
just
just
be
pull-
careful, but if you work on it enough, it comes right out. What?
you said, I cut my
Butter
hand open, and you said, yeah, use a dull butter knife or a spoon, so it goes through.
Yeah, no, but it comes out and they're great samples. They look professional and you got to get it, people to actually try it. You know what I mean? They have to try it and they're going to fall in love with it. Yeah.
So you just take the plastic piece off around the edge.
Just pull it out.
Yeah, it pulls right out.
The wax is
No,
in
but
the
I mean, you
plastic.
give them the sample, you don't give the plastic piece, right?
No,
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 no.
no, you put it inside the actual container without it and you
You're
screw it
in
back
front
on.
No, the wax sample that you're popping out.
Yeah, you take me
It's
home.
got the plastic thing around it, right?
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
Popped out.
Yeah.
You give them that little plastic.
No, that's
piece.
yours, keep it.
Okay,
She's
so
giving
you
the
pop-
wax
so you
that
pop
she's
the
giving
wax
to
out of
people.
that.
Oh, how do you pop that out?
Yeah.
Put it in the freezer,
Okay.
but put it in the freezer for a while. It has to be frozen solid.
Okay.
And then you could just pop it out. It literally just, you just put it on the counter and it'll pop right out.
Mystery solved.
Yes, okay.
Communicate.
But-
We're talking about Scentsy Groom right now. Stick with us, Lauren.
But anyway, back to the Scentsy Group. Have you tried any of this stuff yet? You wanna try this?
Shame on you, Jason. What about you two gentlemen?
Have you
Have
guys
you tried
any of this
Scentsy
stuff
Groom
yet?
yet?
Have it all, but like, you know the same.
He doesn't want to use
I
it.
don't want to use
You're
it.
like me. You're worried if you're gonna sell it, right?
This is what you do, this is what you do. You have your party, and for your training half of item, you order Scentsy Man.
But you're gonna smell great. You're gonna be able to say, "Feel my skin,"
I'm telling you, the
and
bar,
tell them firsthand testimony of what you think about
and
it.
the bar is great for man grooming. Let's put it that way.
Man grooming.
I don't do soap on your shaving cream, but you know.
Oh, is that what you did?
You gonna do it all? You come out and smell it the whole way.
I think my husband's.
How funny.
One question regarding the male.
Genitals.
Genitals.
We're really getting to a part.
Yeah, once you put on, it just falls right off.
Anyhow, the little testers, I thought we were like supposed to be like labeling like before when we had to do the laundry stuff about listing the ingredients and all that stuff. So.
Okay, that was like I thought, and what is the question?
Ingredients on
Do you
all
have
the
to
testers.
Have the ingredients on.
Oh.
the testers, like,
Okay, you can make your own up. That's what I like with the laundry care. They like on Scentsy Sample Facebook page.
Yeah.
They've
Hold on,
got
I got one.
those.
The card.
They've got those little cards you can print out, and so
Yeah,
just
that's what I use.
just make one
I'm
up
gonna pass
for
around my basket.
just make one up for your
Hold on, I'm
room.
getting to that. I'll talk about that right now.
Just take, you know, take
that's
it or hot.
Or put it in a little
something
plastic
like
bag
that.
with it, like our
Yeah, there
little
you
Ziploc bags for our
Okay,
testers.
so these are some ideas. Again, you don't have to break the bank, but this was my fun little way of kind of mixing it up. So I'm prepared for my parties. So you guys already saw my little Scentsy bar. And underneath there, I thought it was so clever. These are $1 million bars.
Whoop whoop.
Yes.
That's what they said on the outside. I was like, oh, I'm buying 20 of those. So $20 worth of chocolate. Okay. And I'm
Tax
not
write-off.
They're gonna put me-
Already. Okay, so then, and you all know that we get the samples from the Scentsy Family Store, okay? So I also have a couple of samples in here that I've created, and I've got them from like all over the place. There's a Scentsy sample site, right?
Shh, guys, we're recording on both ends and there's conversations going. So what was your point? I couldn't hear you.
Is there a Facebook Scentsy like
yeah,
sample site?
Oh, Scentsy sample
Okay.
Facebook page. Yeah.
So a lot of these I've gotten from there or from just floating around. So here's one for washer whips, and it has the ingredients on it. Okay. There's one here. This one doesn't have the ingredients on it, and this is bigger than what I wanted to go. But if you wanted to have somebody try out like maybe the hand soap or the dish soap, it's like a little eyedropper. Okay. And then there's also, this is what my prize glory is right here. And by the way, I got these little plastic things on eBay and they're super cheap. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're super cheap. Is at World Tour, we got those, like, I want to say Febreze, but these are better than Febreze because if you've used yours, it is crazy awesome. These are the Scentsy Fresh sprays for the fabric and the air freshener.
You got those where?
At World Tour, they gave them in our kit for free.
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle.
eBay.
No, she got those on.
So what I did with this is I bought like a little atomizer. I think this is like, I don't know how many milliliters, 3 milliliters.
What are those called? Atomizers?
Atomizer, and it's plastic, just a plastic atomizer. And then I basically just filled it with the spray, and then I just put my label on it for Scentsy Fresh. And this is like, literally, you squirt it twice and you will smell it all day. I tried it. I've been trying it. It works like crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna pass this little basket around for you guys to see.
Poor Jason.
What else?
Chocolate?
Can I eat the chocolate? I said, on the way home.
Are you gonna book a party?
I know.
Yes, I am.
Oh, one last thing I wanted to share, and then we'll go into questions because we've got 15 minutes left. Does anybody have product showcase brochures? Who all in this room doesn't know what to do with showcase brochures? Oh. Who all uses your showcase brochures? Okay. I haven't done too many fundraisers, so I haven't used my showcase brochures, so I'm going to show you what I do with mine. I actually use them for parties.
Oh.
And well, this one is all black because these are all the things that are not available anymore because this is from fall and winter. Like I said, I don't have my new ones yet. So this is what I have here. And then I put them in plastic sleeves, and it's like a little cheat sheet. And I'll have a couple of these at the parties that I will pass around. So if anybody is interested in looking at laundry care, oh, look, all the laundry care is right here. All of the Scentsy Clean is right here. It's very simple for them to see it all in one shot, okay? So you're welcome to see those. What else? Did I miss anything else?
Let's just really fast flip through the catalog.
Yes.
Just if there's anything new and anybody
Perfect.
has any questions about certain products, because obviously you need to be able to sell the products if you have no idea what they are. Does everybody have a catalog?
I'm gonna pass around some
I've
of
got-
the new stuff.
I just need
that we
them
just
back
received.
if you don't have them, because I have to mail them off somewhere.
Can I make a comment about our catalog as of right now?
Yeah.
You guys, I actually ran into somebody yesterday who, her best friend sells Scentsy, and she was watching me do my testers. Make sure you get your good friends, your clients, these catalogs. She's like, oh my God, is that the new catalog? I'm like, yeah. She goes, can I have one? I haven't seen it yet. I said, what? And she goes, yeah. And I said, oh, here, it's been out for like a half a month. And she goes, my best friend sells it, but she won't give me a catalog.
Oh, that's a
So,
good comment.
Make sure that you guys are getting your catalogs into people, because I'm like, you know, I'm like, you don't have to buy from me, but here's a catalog. It definitely was labeled, you know, had my information. And then, of course, I had all my smells out, you know, if you want to smell anything, here I am. But it was, she's like, that's the first thing I did was mail my best friends my catalogs, you know, like, here you go. So make sure you're getting them out there to people sooner rather than later.
There's a lot of people that hoard their catalogs. I've heard rumors that there's consultants that you'll buy from them and then they won't let you keep the catalog. Please let people have the catalog, especially if they're buying from you, because that's how they're going to buy again from you. You want them to be able to look through and go, oh, well, I didn't see that when I was talking to her or when I was at the party, and oh, maybe I should try this now. So yeah,
Know who they're gonna share it with or where they're gonna send it.
exactly. Who needs a
I
catalog to
wanted
look?
to bring up one last little
Ellie.
point, you guys, because it goes along the lines of what Mitch and Jess were talking about with the groom stuff, putting them in the tester things. Now, who all is frustrated that you can't get the skin or the groom samples, the little packets? We get frustrated very easily, right? So don't be frustrated because you can improvise. What I did is I bought the soap and I shaved off some pieces and put them in our little testers.
Oh, so smart.
Okay, so if anybody, now granted, you have to open it very carefully, but you can smell it. You can get a whiff of it, okay? So that's a great way to be able to do samples as well. I didn't do it for every single one of the bars because I ended up getting a sample of, not a sample, but I bought a product of the face foam to be able to show. And then now in the new catalog, we have the new men's lotion, okay? So I have a little fragrance sample for every single men's line.
That's very
Oh,
smart.
please, wait for the video because we're gonna do a video on it.
Really fast, I want to share. Give yourself a master catalog and write it funky so you're not going to feel like inclined to give it to somebody. Have it at your desk wherever you work. Have one in your bag wherever you go. One upstairs, one downstairs, because how many times has somebody randomly called you and you're downstairs, and if you have a 2-story house and they're like, oh, they ask you a question, you're like, oh my God, I gotta go all the way upstairs, and this, what I do is I put a little tab. And so if you've noticed at the top, they put scent at the top of every category of where things are, and then home, and then kids. But what I did is I made little flippers. So if I want to know where my combine and saves are, I'm gonna be able to flip right to it. Especially when you're at a party, it's just easier. Or if they're like, oh, I'm looking for the MLB warmers. Okay, MLB is right here. Or wrong one. It's on the other side. Yeah. Anyways, so you're not just gonna be like, oh, just save yourself time, and then bring it with you because there's a lot to learn. Every 6 months, we have more to learn and new fragrances. Some of the categories change. They used to be in one and now they're in a different or whatever. So study your catalog. Very, very important. Okay. So let's just flip through really fast.
And it also sets your catalog apart from everybody else's, because you know how sometimes you'll mark in your catalog and then you end up giving it to a customer. So
Yeah.
little tabs show that it's yours. Go ahead, Tammy.
My husband came up with a good idea the other day upstairs in my office. Anyways, he put a hole in my catalog, put a chain through it, and hooked it to the wall on the nail.
Oh, how
It's
cute.
exactly
There you
my-
go.
Oh, that's awesome. Very, very nice idea. Tell him 2 thumbs up from me.
You can even put it on your belt and walk around.
I know. You have a question about sensing? Hold on a second.
You can look like Flava Flav.
I know, around your neck. Okay, so let's just kind of flip through really fast because we do literally have like 7 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, so let's get through the scents. Obviously, there's new stuff. The
Wait a
nice
minute,
thing.
Jason has a question about the men's stuff. Maybe you
Oh.
can help him.
What's the
Oh.
question?
So he's because you spoke, Mitch.
Yeah.
He's very excited about the cream shape. So can you tell him a little bit about that? He wants to know if it's what?
Is it like the Gillette Fusion, like same aloe and?
No. It's an actual cream and it's just awesome. Honestly, do you have a shave brush?
No, he doesn't.
Just like the Gillette
You're
Fusion.
pretty fancy. We haven't moved up to that
5
fancy.
blades.
No, that's $10. No. I got a regular.
I'm just kidding.
I got a regular average Joe razor, but I bought a shave brush for like $10, and I got a new one coming though.
And it lathers.
And it lathers it up. You get it hot, you lather it up, and a little dabble on the top, and you lather it up. It's just
Works good.
it's awesome. It really is. I mean, you shave it up, and it lasts a long time. You shave once. If you want to do it again, go the opposite direction. Oh, this has
Okay.
got to be the best
I'll
shave
try
stuff
it.
I've ever
I'll
used.
try it.
Not to cut you guys off, but real fast, we're not gonna go, just make sure you guys read what Orville and Heidi actually has to say. That's important, so you guys kind of know what their message is, and then at your parties, make sure you read it as well, because you want them to know the heart of Scentsy. There is, the new thing is that the mixing the fragrances, So to kind of make a new blend, so pay attention to that. There is a table of contents in this catalog. They've never done that before. I'm really excited about it. So that's an easy way to kind of do what I just did, but this is just flips it. Go straight to your diffusers. If you haven't used one yet, it's so important to share with your clients how to turn it on. I know there's directions inside, but take the time to share with them that there's 2 buttons.
Yep.
One's going to turn on the actual mist, and there's 3 different settings. And then the other one that you have to actually hold it down so the colors will start changing, and then they can click it to the different colors. So, because if you just kind of go, oh, here you go, have fun with it, you know, there's going to be people that have no clue that it changes colors.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that experience? That had no, okay.
Change colors.
You don't need distilled water, just regular water. Just have them wipe it out afterwards, just in case they're changing oils and stuff.
Does everybody know about the diffuser kit that you can get? Everybody knows about that, right?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, and you do get commission off of those kits because it's product. We just bought the oil kit, and yeah, and you get commission off that. So that's awesome.
Are they, I was trying to look for the Sunset Family Store. I couldn't find it.
It's under, so if you go to the news tab, and you just type in essential oils kit, it'll actually come up with a couple of different options that you can look at from the news tab, and it's the one for the spring and summer kits.
But you can't.
You can go under sampling, under family store.
No, it's not under the family store.
I just order it today
Okay.
under the family store.
The oils,
Just the oils.
yeah, just the oils, not the diffuser ones. You
Oh,
have to
the
put
whole kit.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
you have to put it in exactly the same wording as it is off of the news tab.
So if you buy the oils from the Sunset Family Store, do you still get PRV?
No,
Yeah.
that one
Yes.
you don't. Did you?
Yes, I got 200 PRV because I bought the $200 kit.
Oh, okay, but that one's not in the family store. There is a separate one that is just oils, because I was looking at the same thing.
It
I
is
was
just
comparing-
oils. The one I got was just oils. It's
But there's
29 oils for $200. Yeah. I got. I
Okay,
just
no,
did it
wait a
today.
minute. There's another one that only has 12 oils, just for
Okay, so
spring and
that's the
summer.
transition for
That's
spring
right.
and
So
summer.
do you
Yes.
The family store?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because we have 2 minutes. Okay. I just want to kind of. Okay, so we have extra new buddy clips. Anybody that's bought a buddy clip in the past, make sure you connect with them. Let them know there's new ones, or shown interest. Scentsy Skin, she's already shared with you. We now have the bar. So anybody that's bought Scentsy Skin in the past, make sure that you connect with them and tell them we now have that. Same thing with Groom. We now have the conditioner that we didn't have before. Let's see.
The kids smoothies have different scents now.
Oh, yes, new scents, new puppet guys, buddies. So if they bought before, you can connect with them. So just a little tip, go in your workstation and type in the buddy smoothies and to see who actually bought from you before. Those are the people you want to connect and say, hey, we have new flavors, we have new and new buddies. And then, like she said, the Scentsy Fresh. So if anybody's bought your Scentsy Clean before, that's important. Or people that have bought room sprays that are like, oh, I wish I could use it for my drapes. You know, these are notes that you should be mentally putting in your Rolodex. So now you can go and say, hey, now we have that for you.
I don't recommend using it as a body spray.
Just be mindful that they did change it, that the dots are for existing, I think, and the stars, it says it somewhere, but the stars are
on the
where's it say it? Oh, okay, so very bold. Favorite new fragrances and the dots are the ones that have been around. So these are just little things that you really need to pay attention to. Read the dotted lines. You know, see at the very bottom, people don't pay attention to this. The stars cannot be purchased using half off rewards and perpetual party rewards. So and then these little boxes are great add-ons. You know, is this a gift? Oh, we've got this cute little box. So, you know, that's going to up your PRV right there. Okay.
Or always take these because they're great add-ons too.
Oh, light bulbs. Absolutely. Never go anywhere with light bulbs. Everybody in this room should have at least 2 light bulbs with you at all times in your car of each level, whatever. This is a section that you should always be highlighting. The fact that the company raises money for different causes, it's very important. Use my story if you guys know it, how powerful it is. I mean, this warmer right here is why I joined. So, you know, these are things that can really touch people's hearts. So share these stories of why Scentsy does this. That's really going to warm them up to the company, the business opportunity, and really the relationship. If you, the VIP, is that what this one is? Fragrances? Yeah, Scentsy VIP. Make sure everybody knows about this at your parties and your clients. Because some people like the auto ship idea. They don't want to mess with you trying to contact you. We also now have this box, this sorting thing, Majugi, which is great for, you know, storage. Let's see. Hostess, make sure you study your Hostess things. Everybody should know off the top of their hands what their Hostess rewards are. And everybody should be giving their Hostess rewards. If your client orders $200, automatically they have already earned those Hostess rewards. So they earn that. They spent that much money. It doesn't need to be a physical home party. A lot of people, they may think that's obvious, but some people, you know, we need to make sure that everybody's getting their rewards.
Has everybody changed out their old testers from fall and winter?
Yes.
Everybody knows to do that, right?
Good job.
Very good.
Oh yeah, that is a project in itself. But save them. Okay.
Because can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
The counter clean.
Yeah.
Okay, I was on Facebook the other day and seeing that somebody had used it on their stainless steel fridge and it was gleaming. If anybody has a stainless steel fridge, you know that it is so tough to get that looking nice. So this is what I did today. I have my girlfriend that cuts my hair and I know she has a stainless steel fridge. I brought it with me along with a Microsoft cloth and I said, I have something to show you. This is so great. You're gonna love this. And I went to her fridge and I cleaned it up and I got a sale.
Good, thank you for sharing that because we have one and our cleaner cleaned it with something crappy and it turned out to be all disgusting because she didn't wipe it with something with stainless steel. So now we know we can use our own stuff for stainless steel. That's awesome. Bye guys, hope this was helpful.